And welcome back to the second episode of round 3, where we have 3 more teams who are going to fight in order to progress to the next round. Now, I notified you that 2 teams are going to be eliminated. And those 2 teams, unfortunately, will not be able to make it to the finals because the finals is going to consist of 4 teams who are going to survive this round. So the pressure is on you guys to make it to the finals. Midlands State University, congratulations. Last year you were in the finals. This year you're close to in the finals. And I'm pretty certain in the first year you made finals too. How are you guys able to consistently perform at a quiz challenge at this rate? And also please introduce yourselves.
Okay, my name is Tendem Tariswa. I'm currently studying medicine. So we have been practicing. We are just hoping to proceed to the finals.
I'm Melissa Nimango studying psychology. What we do as MSU family, we take everything seriously. So I think that has kept us going.
Oh, taking everything serious, I think most institutions are definitely doing their best as well. And I'm pretty sure HIT, who made it to the first ever finals, can testify. How are you guys feeling? And also kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, Zimbabweans and viewers around the world. So my name is Lawson Mchiriri. I'm studying chemical engineering at Harare Institute of Technology. So as you all know that Harare Institute of Technology, we are there to raise the bar. And of course, we're going to raise the bar.
Hi everyone, my name is Tinotinda Lilian Nyamakura, currently at the Harare Institute of Technology pursuing my electronic commerce degree. We're excited to be here. We're excited to be in the semi-finals. It's thrilling and we are ready to bring it on.
Well, you really have brought the heat, as you have said, because it's not only in the field of quiz that you are dominating, it's also in debates as well. So huge congrats to you guys. And finally, we have an impressive team, very impressive in the context that they have never been in this quiz show before, and here they are, on the verge of making it to finals. Congratulations, Marondera. Your performance has been astonishing. Please tell us the process and how you guys are feeling, having made it thus far, even though you have no experience in this tournament so far.
Hello, guys. My name is Tafaz Wamawiri, studying Natural Resources Management.
My name is Yemurai Vera, studying Animal Science. Well, this has been exciting, and it's exciting. We are there to put our school on the map for you guys to know Marondera University. And it's so thrilling that we have managed to come to the semi-finals since this is our first time. And teamwork works. Trust me.
Wow, teamwork. Well, your school definitely has done great in terms of nurturing that. Congratulations once again. But now, 2 teams will definitely be eliminated. And in the next round, you are going to see the final 4 battle it out for the title. My name is Tembani Kumalo once again, and I am the quiz master, and we have Pisca Signoro in the sign language desk. And for our esteemed judges, we have Eni Zoa from the National AIDS Council, Jairus Mutore from Say What, and Blessing Globo from the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. Once again, would love to hear your thoughts and your views. So follow us on our Say What Facebook page, on our Instagram page, and on Twitter. And don't forget to leave a comment using the hashtag UniQChallenge. Now, your questions are sealed, and I am going to open them. I hope you guys are ready. Well, lucky for you guys, I will not need to take a lot of time to open this. You guys can jump in straight. So the rules are similar to those of yesterday. You have 15 seconds to answer each question, and 15 seconds timer starts immediately after I finish reading the question for the second time. After you finish writing, I'm going to ask you to brandish your answers so that the adjudicators can see, and also so that the audience at home can see. And I'm also going to probe you some couple of questions, because we are not only here to have fun, but we are here to learn. You guys ready? Ready? Perfect. The first couple of questions is based on the category of family planning and contraception. The first question is an abbreviation question and it reads, what does the abbreviation CUIUD stand for? That is capital letter C, small caps U, capital letter I, U, and D. What does the abbreviation CUIUD stand for? You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Please brandish your answers. Well, can you read your answers from HIT?
Copper uterine device.
Copper uterine device. What do you have from from MSU?
Contraceptive device.
Contraceptive device. And how many contraceptives do you think there are there that technically could be called devices?
I think 2.
Okay, well, the correct answer that I have is copper intrauterine device. So, very importantly, it's copper intrauterine device. The second question is a definition question, and the question is define menopause. I repeat, define menopause. You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Can you read us your answers, Marundira?
Stage where a woman stops menstruating.
Well, menopause is a natural process of aging, the stage when the ovaries completely stop producing reproductive hormones and there are no monthly periods for consecutive 12 months. The next question is a question on statistics. And the question reads, how old was the youngest mother in Zimbabwe? I repeat, how old was the youngest mother in Zimbabwe? Five seconds. Please brandish your answers. Okay, well, seems like teams in the previous rounds also had 10 years. Some. The correct answer that I have is 9 years. 9. That was how young this mother was. The next question is a general question, and the question reads, name a hormonal contraceptive method that is recommended for breastfeeding mothers. Name a hormonal contraceptive method that is recommended for breastfeeding mothers. You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Just as you wrapped an answer that seemed to be correct, HIT, please brandish your answers. Well, doctor, would you like to tell us what the answer is?
It's the progesterone only pill.
You see why I recommend going to doctors. It's the progesterone only pill. That marks the end for category 1. We now move on to the second set of questions, which are based on STIs, including HIV and AIDS, tuberculosis, and cancer. The first question is an abbreviation question, and it reads, what does the abbreviation VCCT stand for in line with HIV and AIDS? What does the abbreviation VCCT stand for in line with HIV and AIDS? 15 seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. Okay, so HIT, it's voluntary, yes? The process, the VCCT, it's very voluntary, yes?
Yeah, we couldn't finish.
All right, well, the correct answer is voluntary and confidential counseling and testing. Now remember, it has to be confidential because as a person who is in need of health services, your information and your privacy is very important and it must be respected. The second question is a definition question and it asks, what is adverse drug reaction in relation to antiretroviral therapy, or what is adverse drug reaction in brackets ADR in relation to antiretroviral therapy, or you have 15 seconds. And time's up. Okay, can you read out your answers from Marondira?
Negative procedure.
Well, doctor, is that the answer you have?
Yes.
Can you read out your answer?
Okay, these are reactions you develop after taking medications, for example, rash.
Well, the answer that I have is any unintended, undesirable response to a drug taken at a normal dose for normal use. Now, just a recommendation to teams, please only rub your boards after I finish reading the question, I finish reading the answers for you so that the judges can also have time to look, especially when the questions are long, okay? Now you can rub your answers. The next question is a statistics question. And the question reads, what is the current proportion of women living with HIV in Zimbabwe? What is the current proportion of women living with HIV in Zimbabwe? You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. Okay. Well, math. You guys, you do math in school, right?
Yes.
From medicine to chemical engineering to, I didn't get your programs.
Animal science.
And natural resources management.
Or I assume there is some statistics involved, correct? Well, the correct statistical number that I have is, please raise your votes for the adjudicators. The correct answer that I have is plus or minus 60%. Plus or minus 60%. The next question is a general question, and the question is, which organism causes the STI chlamydia? I repeat, which organism causes the STI chlamydia? You have 15 seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. Doctor, would you like to explain the answer to us?
Okay, so the organism that causes is called Chlamydia trachomatis.
And how does one get in contact with this organism?
Through sexual intercourse, unprotected sexual intercourse with someone infected with chlamydia.
Well, you heard the doctor. The two answers that I have are bacteria or bacteria chlamydia trachomatis. The next set of questions are in relation to gender-based violence, including sexual exploitation and abuse. The first question is, what does the abbreviation SRS stand for in line with the LGBTIQA+? What does the abbreviation SRS stand for in line with the LGBTIQA+ community? You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Please stop writing. Okay, well, I'm going to repeat the same question I asked in the previous round. You guys know of any celebrity who recently had a surgery to change or reassign their sexuality? Does anyone want to give us an answer?
That was our discussion before we actually entered into this room. with
Oh, so
kids.
you were busy debating the person, just not knowing what they did. Well, what they did is called sexual reassignment surgery, SRS. Next question is a definition question, and the question asks, what is sexual orientation? I repeat, what is sexual orientation? You have 15 seconds. Three seconds, round up, and time's up. Please show your answers. What is sexual orientation? Let's start with Marondira.
Process of identifying your sex.
Can you read exactly how you wrote, especially the end?
Process of identify your sex or gender. We couldn't finish writing.
Well, is there a difference between sex and gender?
Yes, there is.
What is the difference?
Gender, there's socially constructed roles of females and males. Then sex, there's like the biological differentiation between males and females.
Well, thank you for that lecture. The answer that I have is sexual orientation is a person's identity in relation to the gender or genders to which, and please continue raising your answers, a person's identity in relation to the gender or genders to which they are sexually attracted, the fact of being heterosexual, homosexual, etc. Okay. Next question, statistics, and you guys said you do math, so this is your question, guys. See, the adjudicators love you. The question is, in Zimbabwe, what is the proportion of women aged 15 to 49? In Zimbabwe, what proportion of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced physical violence? In Zimbabwe, what proportion of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced physical violence? You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. And time's up. Please show your answers. Thank you. From MSU, you identify as a woman, correct?
Yes.
And how do you feel about the fact that 1 in 3 women have experienced physical violence in Zimbabwe?
Based on statistics and based on community psychology, not all women are comfortable in reporting, so statistics would definitely collect a third of the women that report.
But how do you feel about it? Do you think it's something that is so sad and urgent that we have to respond to that?
Yes, I think those need to be sorted out. There are certain initiatives that have to be done for women to feel comfortable to report abuse.
Thank you. Well, the correct answer that I have is 30%. 30%. The next question is a question that is a general question, and it reads, in which year was the Domestic Violence Act enacted in Zimbabwe? In which year was the Domestic Violence Act enacted in Zimbabwe? You have 15 seconds. Okay, seems everyone is done. Did someone tell you this question is coming? Because this also happened in the previous group. In a second, everyone was done. I think we should look at which questions we give 15 seconds to. These ones are like 5-second questions, right? So that someone at least gets it wrong. Please raise your paws. How old were you from HIT in 2007? Or where were you? Were you in primary, secondary, where?
I was definitely in primary. I think should be grade 2.
Wow, so you don't even remember what happened here?
I have no idea what was going on that time.
Well, congrats for getting something correct, even though you were too young to know about it. The year is definitely 2007. The next category is based on COVID-19, mental health, drug and substance abuse. And the first question is an abbreviation question. In mental health, what does the abbreviation PTSD stand for? In mental health, what does the abbreviation PTSD stand for? You have 15 seconds. Five seconds. And time's up. Please show your answers. Doctor, would you want to read us the correct answer?
It's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, and as I was mentioning in the other group, there is a recent discussion on whether PTSD is actually a disorder or it's more of an injury. It is something that a person is a victim of as opposed to being a maladaptive disorder that a person has. I don't know, maybe your lecturers can engage on that. Next question is a definition question, and it reads, any substance that stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies is known as what? I repeat, any substance that stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies is known as, you have 15 seconds. You're already done. Okay. I didn't even see them right. Like when I said any substance and they wrote the answer then and there. Like it has to be this one. Any substance and the answer is already on their board. Time's up. Sorry, time is very up. Okay, HIT, please show us you also know what doctors are learning in school. What is the answer?
The answer is antigen, which is any foreign substance in a body, and it probes the body to then produce antibodies.
Those are peer educators, everyone. They know their stuff. And, well, Marondera, that's interesting. Where were you going with it? Were you going with something like anti-racism, anti-corruption? Where was it?
We were about to finish antigen, but then we didn't finish.
Oh, unfortunately, it's not anti-anything. Well, it's not against anything. It's actually in support for your immune system. So, antigen. The next question is a statistics question, and you all love math, so this is easy for you guys. Which country to date has the third highest number of COVID-19 deaths? Which country to date has the third highest number of COVID-19 deaths? You have 15 seconds. Don't tell me you're already done. Okay. Time's up. Please show your answers. Oh, it seems like HIT is the only team that is not making an effort to really hide their answers. The other teams, you see them when they finish hiding, they'll be like, you can't see it. Anyways, please read out your answers, HIT.
India.
Oh, congratulations. The correct answer is India. The next question is a general question, and the question reads, when did World Health Organization declare COVID-19 a global pandemic? When did World Health Organization declare COVID-19 a global pandemic? You have 15 seconds. Teams are already done. Okay, time's up. I see HIT was really changing their answer time and time again. Well, again, all teams write 11 March 2020. Where did you read that? Where did you get that?
Google told us.
Google.
Yes.
Well, did you try opening the World Health Organization's website? Well, I recommend you try to open that the next time you want to quote them, because the answer is 20 January 2020, not 11 March. That leads to the final category of this round, and for some teams, the final category of this tournament. This may be your last 4 questions, depending on how you perform. Now, if you remember the results from yesterday, the separation between teams that made it and teams that didn't were usually just 1 mark. Just 1 mark and you'll be in the finals. So that question, be sure. And I wish you Godspeed. The category is on SRH and climate change, that's sexual and reproductive health and climate change. The first question is an abbreviation question. What does the abbreviation GOOS stand for? What does the abbreviation GOOS stand for? You have 15 seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. These smiles, are they smiles of victory or? Well, you all agree on the fact that it's global. So can you explain why whatever this is has to be global?
So the climate change is affecting every nation, so it's global.
Okay, thank you. And on the side of, well, my friends from Marondira, you guys, your programs are related to the environment, correct? So can you explain the process when you're writing this answer? Especially, is it something that you guys do in class?
Probably it's something we do in class.
Or you bunk lectures?
Not even.
Well, climate change is an important issue and the category is SRH and climate change, and the correct answer to the abbreviation is Global Ocean Observing System. Global Ocean Observing and System, which leads to the second question, define carbon sequestration. I repeat, define carbon sequestration. You have 15 seconds. And time is up. Please show your answers. Well, our environmentalist, can you please tell us what carbon sequestration is?
It is the process of storing and capturing carbon in the atmosphere.
Well, the process of removing carbon from the atmosphere and storing it in a fixed molecule in soil, oceans, or plants. Specialization is a problem, eh? The next question is on statistics, and the question reads, which country in the world has been the most affected by cyclones? I repeat, which country in the world has been the most affected by cyclones? You have 15 seconds. Few seconds. And stop writing. Please show your answers. Well, once again, okay, well, let's start with Marondira. Do you think it's our neighbors, Mozambique?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, the country is not in Africa. So let's move to our cousins from HIT. You think it's Bangladesh?
Yes.
Can you explain why you think it's Bangladesh?
Well, we think it's Bangladesh because it is closer to the ocean.
Oh, I like your explanation. And so many other countries are also close to the ocean. Unfortunately, it has to be China. China. Which leads to the final question of this round. And for some teams, it's the final question of this tournament. You guys understand, right, what that means? It means this question is a question that you have to enjoy writing. It's a question that you have to look at and smile because it could be your summary of this journey with the quiz challenge so far. So whether you make it to the next round or not, savor this question like you savor wine. And the question reads, which international treaty on climate change was signed in 2015 with a mandate to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius? Which international treaty on climate change was signed in 2015 with a mandate to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius? You have 15 seconds. And time is up. Okay, well, we do have different answers. But I hope you genuinely enjoyed writing this question, whatever answer you came up with. Please tell me, MSU, how was it? The question, of course, and then the tournament.
The tournament has been fun so far, especially when you have adjudicators who were smiling, saying, "Oh, you got it wrong, but it's okay." And this question, no comment.
Well, don't expect anyone to be saying, "Wow, the quiz master was amazing." I think they will all come with knives and say, "Why?" Well, can you explain HIT? Your answer. Why do you think it's the London Treaty?
We had to write something.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can't do nothing on your last question, right? Even if you don't know, you
I have
write.
to write something.
Even Harare is an okay answer at this point, right? So long as you write. And how do you feel, Marontera? Once again, congrats.
Well, we feel very impressed, and it was a great experience. Whether we're going to proceed or not, we are very proud of ourselves, and I guess the school is very proud.
Well, I hope everyone is proud. Well, let me give you clues to this answer. You can all wrap your boards. You all got it wrong. Let me see if I can give you clues, and then we'll wrap it up. Let me start with MSU. What do you think is the globally highest agreed upon accent they say is the sexiest accent in the world? Yes, that's the word they use.
First, define sexy for me.
Accent that people find attractive.
Zimbabwean accent.
Oh, I respect you. You are really patriotic. Let me move on to HIT. Which city do people genuinely agree is the city of love?
Paris.
Paris.
Yes.
And finally, to my colleagues, Marondera. Despite the fact that this city signed this agreement, which city apparently has some of the highest rates of air pollution in Europe?
Say the city or a country.
Well, I said which international treaty or climate, but in this case, I'm asking about a city that they say has the highest rates of pollution in Europe, or one of the highest.
Well, I'm not sure of the city, but I think the country might be China.
China. Okay, well, I wish I could give marks to HIT for getting it correct, but unfortunately, people here are busy thanking adjudicators, not me, so no free marks. Anyways, that marks the end for this interesting episode and the end of this interesting round. Now, the next time you are going to see my face, I am going to be announcing 4 teams that are going to progress to the finals. Because this is a day of celebration, I shall try to smile while I break people's hearts. So come and see how heartbreakers who smile look like. See you after this.